Look at that, guys. It's the brand new NuPhy Halo65. It is a thocky type of keyboard. Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Paul, and I am back with another unboxing in this package right here. This package has the brand new NuPhy Halo65 keyboard. I wanted to buy this to compare it against the NuPhy Air75. And I also want to know if this is going to be capable of replacing my favorite keyboard, which is the Iconix F96 keyboard. So I ordered it when it went on pre-order. It finally came in. We're going to go ahead and dive into it. We're going to do the unboxing of the NuPhy Halo65. Take a look at all the parts, do a sound test, of course, and then I'll give you my preliminary review and what I think about it after using it for the first few hours. So guys, welcome into the channel. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so here it is. This is the packaging. Now I gotta tell you right away, I am not impressed with the packaging. I mean, when it came to my doorstep, I would have never known that it was a keyboard or from NuPhy, but this kind of has this cheap air bubble wrap type of packaging to it, so I'm not very impressed with that. But let's go ahead and let's get into it and take a look at what we got here. All right, let's go. All right. We'll go over some options. They did offer two options for the colors. They had the white and they had the black. I chose the white. I'm excited to see how this looks. As you can see right here on the box, it has the traditional, the yellow space bar, the bright orange enter, and kind of the greenish escape key that I like, that is known for NuPhy. Let's see what we got here. All right. Oh, look at that. I can see it's gonna look nice. Okay, so you have your quick guide. Obviously, you have your stickers. We don't need to worry about that. We'll set that aside. You know, you have your plastic packaging at top. Here is the keyboard. Yes. Look at that, baby. This is a 65% layout. Now, I've never had a 65% layout before, so I don't really know what to expect from it. You know, I've used the 75% layout, so you know, it does have 67 keys, and so I'm excited to see how it feels for me. Now, I can tell you that it is pretty heavy, which is what I like. I don't like, it's pretty heavy. It is pretty heavy, and I like the fact that it's heavy because I don't like my keyboard moving around. I have a tendency to type a lot, you know, to be real hard when I type, so I don't like it moving around. So right away, I can tell you I like this better than the Air75, just because with the compact keyboard, it did seem to move a lot, which is one of the reasons why I don't use it that often. You can see it has the PVC keycaps, which is a plus. Now, I did order the Gatoron Pro Red switches because I wanted to give it a try. My other keyboard I have is the blue switches. I never had the red before, so I wanted to see how it vibes. So let's go ahead and let's take a look and see how it sounds. I like that. I like the feel to it. I gotta tell you, I do like the feel to it. I like the sound of it. This may be my go-to keyboard. But let's see. Let's see what else is in the box. So you have your accessories. And you have your owner's manual. Okay. You have your extra keycaps. So it says it does come with 17 extra keycaps, and then it has 7 extra switches. So here's your switches right here. You got one of each if you want to try it. You have the extra orange, the extra blue, the extra white. I do love that because I tend to like to dress it up. The fact that I have the extra orange and the extra blue keycaps, I am going to jazz this up a little bit. I also like the fact that it has the white USB-C cable. I am going to use the white cable to replace the black one that I have because y'all know how I vibe out. Y'all know I vibe out with the white. So let's see how long it is. Oh, this is pretty long. This is going to do me justice. This is going to work for me, guys. I am excited. I got my white USB-C cable. Now I could use this, of course, as interchangeable with all the other USB-C gadgets I have, my other keyboards and such. So I am going to use this as my primary USB-C cable that I have attached here to the desk. And here are the extra keycaps as usual, because it's a mechanical keyboard, they are hot swappable. So you can swap out the keys, and you can also swap out the switches there. And then it does come with the tool that you can use to take off the keycaps and switch it. It is compatible for both the Mac and the Windows-based PCs. It's also compatible with iOS and Android. I don't understand why anybody would actually use a keyboard for their phones. For the iOS, I have an iPhone. I never use a keyboard for it, mostly because if I'm using my phone, I'm nowhere near where my keyboard is. But for those of you that are using it, I guess that helps. But it is compatible for both the Mac, the PC, the iOS, and the Android. It can be connected up to 4 different devices. Now it says it could use 3 through the Bluetooth and 1 through the receiver. So here's a receiver here. Oh, I like how they set that in there. That's nice, and it's like kind of like a magnet, so it just fits in there nice. Of course, here you have your switch where you can change it between off, wired, and wireless. And this is where you would plug in your USB-C cable. So let's go ahead and plug that in there. Okay. So at first glance, just like it is RGB lit. And so you can change the function of the RGB light. So you can see how that works a little bit. Let me see if I can just get white. So they claim that the battery is going to give you 240 hours of continual use. So we'll see that as we test it out. Now they do say that it does come with the backlighting. There's 10 different modes to the backlighting. So with the lights on, it does cut the battery time down significantly. It's going to cut it down to 48 hours. Most of the time, I'm going to use it with the backlights off, just because I'm not a big fan of the backlights. If anything, I might have it just the plain white, so I can see if I have the lights down low. But for the most part, when I'm in the studio, I have some lights on. I have my setup here at the desk, so I'm not going to need that too often. So I'm going to play around with it a little bit. I'm going to swap out the keys. What I do is I'm also going to replace it out. These are the shine through keycaps. Hopefully these will run $19. They gave me these for free when I did the pre-order. And then there's a bunch of other caps here, the same ones that you would swap out. So let's take a look. I'm going to mod this a little bit. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like. I got it with all the black shine through keycaps on here. It looks pretty nice with the black. I gotta say, I like it with the black, but I do like the white better. And again, we can, if you want to change the colors, this is how you change the pattern, right? You can change the brightness here. I tend to like mine just kind of solid colors, solid white. And again, it is a thocky type of keyboard. It's a nice stock sound. I like the sound of it. If you want to take a look at the back of it, it does come with these kickstands. So you can make it either higher or lower. I like that. There's one thing that the Air75 was missing. It came with these little magnetic things that you put on there, but they weren't high enough for me. I found I had to prop it up a little higher. So here you can go with 2 different angles, right? If you like a lower angle, or if you want to go with the higher angle, I would tend to go with the higher angle. You can see the same rubber feet on there as well. It is a aluminum backed keyboard, so again, it does have that heft to it. All right, so this is I like the thick of it. You want to look at the side of it. All right, it does have this ruffled edges. Oh no, I like the keyboard. This is a nice looking keyboard. I am going to go ahead and deck it back out. I'm going to go back to the white. I'm going to change the keycaps a little bit, go back to what I feel as though I will be comfortable with, and then we'll take a look at it from there. Okay, so it's been about 24 hours since I started using my brand new NuPhy Halo65 keyboard. I just wanted to give you my initial thoughts after using it for 24 hours. I'm trying to decide whether this is going to be my go-to keyboard. Is this going to be the one that's going to replace my Iconix F96? I don't know, but it's definitely a strong contender, and I will tell you why. I love the look of the keyboard. The white just works good on my layout. Now I'm not sure if I'm convinced I'm ultimately going to keep the blue. I may switch this to the orange, but I like the RGB lighting. It has a nice effect. I like the weight of the keyboard. It has a lot of heft to it, so it's not sliding off my desk when I use it. And the Gatoron red switches. I love the red switches, the feel, the sound of it. The only thing I have to get used to is the 65% layout, but other than that, this is a strong contender. So after a couple weeks, I'll let you know how I feel. Definitely prefer the Halo 65 over the NuPhy Air75. You guys, I try to use this keyboard. It's a good keyboard, but I just don't like the low profile of it. It's a little too light, so if I type on it too hard, it slides around my desktop, and it's just a little inconvenience. So I have been using the Iquinix F96 keyboard. This is my go-to. I'm not sure if the NuPhy is going to replace that, but it's definitely a strong contender. So hopefully you enjoyed this review. If this is the type of thing you like the gadgets and technology reviews, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, because I do these quite so often. And if this video brought you any type of value, then make sure that you hit that like button so YouTube shares this out. And as I always like to say, I'm your boy Paul. I enjoyed sharing my journey with you. Hopefully, I'll get to see you along yours. Take care, guys.